No dogs in sight. Okay. Let us put in... Let's go to last... second to last page. Let's put in some stuff from here. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. I forgot our voice, as usual. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... Well, I don't know. Classy... Alright, let's just give her a classy drink. I don't know. Actually, this somehow rings a bell, so we're gonna go with that. There we go. 2 B's for this. On the rocks and mix. Hey. And this? It's not me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? Huh. So, how is it? Well, it has alcohol, and I'm in a bar, so... Good enough, I guess. I got you to speak, that's all I wanted. What? You're gonna jinx me or something? No, but you being down and silent is uncanny. You're making it sound like I'm some sort of windbag. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. Thanks. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So, go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking away around it or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh. You acted like my little brother or sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Ava are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never go along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank, I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Ah! Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Anyway, I could help. You just did. Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not the one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Ava. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mum lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had any problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mum, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about that is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. Except before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey. Am I lying? No. But there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice but alcoholic, please. Alright. Well, I have just the thing for you. Was it that one? No, it was... Alright, I need to go a little bit back. There! Something with ice that has alcohol in it. It's perfect. Reset. No Adelheid in that drink. Okay, and 4 of that on the rocks mixed. Here you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems, I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Wait, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You wanna come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really? I like breasts better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? Yeah, they are talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Yep, Dana, you're right. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did he get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken in a shop 2 blocks from here? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because... Thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But it'd be cooked otherwise. Great. I expect you here Sunday at 8 PM. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet, you're still single. That's how I like my man. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turn out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay, something to help her get over the spiciness of the wings. Do I have milk here? It doesn't look like it. What would help? Something non-alcoholic, probably. Do I have that here? How about a gut punch to help you with all the spice. I forgot to age it. Wait a second. 5 runs and extract 1 finally got aged. Here you go. Not the most pleasant thing, but it helped. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light colored hair. Light colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed, you became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you, she's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on. Come here. Yeah? I told you to sit here. Come on. What? Why are you... Alright then. Now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then. I moved this here... And... Now it works for you, for me, and the dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how do you manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker. Right. Now we've changed roles. you've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. It's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in my compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho. We started going out, so I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink? Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then. You can't mess that up. Right. Okay. Sugar rush. Somehow I just want to mess this up, but no, we're not going to do it. You have that, and go. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. People don't go to bars for cuteness though. You've obviously never been to a cab bar then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I'd only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped, and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I spent my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke the vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Huh? The other day Lenore's sister Gabrielle came to the spa. Apparently Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently she had it for a long time but never told anyone. And coincidentally it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill? And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but She's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost her sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. Big beer. Yep, what makes a beer big is double the ingredients, Alma. You'll learn that. This and 8 of that. And mix it. Big beer for sure. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person I just wanted to apologize. And now? You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remember the night we spent in a club. We started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all of this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, even if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted though. Hey, Yeah? I mean it, you know? Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly, they're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That armor girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk, at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter chill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Boss? Alright. Flawless service bonus not granted. Okay. Your account was charged $8,000 as payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Thanks. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Alright. We've got $200 left. What new news articles do we have? Grand Slam Fighters. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product in my opinion. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. And they're still forcing 66 American Kid into the main events. Yep, he's going to face Ysbryd at the Dome show. Ugh, why don't they push the Great DK instead? He's much more talented at 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Ysbryd. Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That one should be the main event, not the third we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars, nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. This thread is closed. Okay, and one news article. Actually, wait a second. Is all of this new? I think all of this might be new. I'll read through all of it. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February. The classic Metal Girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City's citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with their kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. Lilium receiving mysterious messages. Update. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the comprised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from a popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. Who are you? Are you really alive? You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. Developing. Okay. I guess we'll go back to the bar. Saturday, December the 24th. Good evening. We haven't seen Donovan in ages. I remember that before starting the recording. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Jill? Did he run away again? Nah, I have an errand duty buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Jill. You're the boss? Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker, Jill invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Yes! Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Take off these. And put in these. And that one. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Slight pink? Who could that be? It's not Dorothy, is it? It's not Say. I don't think it's... Is that the... What was his name? Was it Tyler? Brain guy? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, new people. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brancini, please. Right. Okay. You'll get that. 6 Adelhyde, 3 powder delta, and 1 Comatry. Aged and mixed. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vala for the time being. And your little friend is... Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Ysbryd Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend of mine is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Is something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. No, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Mella asks for a fluffy dream. The Lilim still freaks me out. Alright. I like the Lilim. 3 Adelhyde. No, not iced. 3 powder delta. Optional Karmatron. Yeah. So no then. We're saving on ingredients. We need more money. Here. Yeah, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Dee R&B. I'm coming. You see, Dee is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines are very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him though. Right, thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilim just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. Hasn't she told you about a drink that cheers her up? Well, if there wasn't so much time between me playing this game, I'd probably remember. Oh. Nope. I don't think I can remember. There's a couple where I'm like, yeah, that could be it, but nothing where I go like, yeah, that's definitely the one. Pile driver rings a bell. There's a couple more. First, she'll get the sugar rush. One sugar rush. Thanks. Hey, this has no alcohol. I got a reaction out of you, didn't I? Oh. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in a collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of immortality might be different. We do have a fear of death though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. Well, we have built-in warnings that mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole free laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools. But how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and mouse wheel, and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though, mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It's a tad small though, sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if you ever got lost, and at least I wanted to be able to yell 4. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's 4-play. Yeah. It was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's go with Blue Fairy. Alright. Blue Fairy for Dorothy. 4 Adelheid. 1 Flanner, guys. Now she gets her karma trying. Just fill it up. Aged and mixed. Yeah. Why do they call it a Blue Fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based on absinthe, which some call the Green Fairy. The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. Not blue. A bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off things. Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in the same line of work or... Friends? Aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past his quirkiness, that is. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head I can think about Nightingale, another Lilum. He changed himself to a fur and a more wolf-like face. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine, a nun from an orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. Whoa, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I also almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago she what? What? I said too much. Kind of confidentiality and all that. Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird. Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything, more like distracted really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey. My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right? Yep, I wouldn't dare to miss that. Okay then. Alright then, see you tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks. And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break. Alright. And that's that. Right. Until next week. Bye.